get to know the owner and make those inroads, make those strides, because this is obviously going to be a working relationship that they both hope is going to be a long-term one. But Rivera's known he's getting it. He is getting it. It's expected to be announced after the new year. A 5-year deal for Ron Rivera, who can now get to work on figuring out who is actually going to be his staff. And there's certainly some good candidates, especially offensively.
Hello, guys. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part. Wow, Eagles Trolls second comment. Jeez. Cowboys Steak, what's up? Well, we are just waiting, just kicking back. Supposedly, Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett are supposed to be meeting today at 12 o'clock. Well, it's 12:05. We just got an update by Jane Slater, who's wearing black, and she says that, Jason Garrett has been around the facility and meeting with people, went around with the notebook and stuff, and he is asking some people for phone numbers. So the thought is that he is going to be let go. I don't know. I do know this much. You got to figure that the Cowboys aren't looking for a retread since Ron Rivera is now being hired by the Redskins. They'll announce that after the new year. Who cares? M2 Tech Reviews. Well, maybe the other 50 people in here, maybe they care. How about that? America's team strong again. Who cares? Congratulations on the 4 year. I agree with you. Yeah. It's not going to be a 4-year extension. Ha ha. Some of you guys are funny mothers. In the meantime, while we're waiting, I got some work to do.
Finally, the last two things.
So hold up.
He likes the talent there. So going in, he's positive about the players. That's good. So
Garrett is your head coach. Is Garrett leaving?
And faster to getting ahead of the
We're all waiting. That's why I'm sitting here, because they're supposed to be meeting right now. So, but according to Jane Slater, she doesn't know whether or not he's actually in there. I'll sleep late like a baby if we know that Garrett's gone. Well, that's just beginning to open up another can of worms, because the question will be is, are we going to change anything? Now, one of the things you got to definitely look at
and he's been successful.
I think the most interesting thing here is
who's going to be coming in. That's the bigger key. And how much latitude are they going to have? Somebody.
Thank you, Charlie Cass released something official.
It's funny. Somebody said something to me.
It is official, however.
And they said,
Doug Marrone. This surprises some people. Is coming back, and so
you're not a
David Caldwell,
sports writer, sports reporter. You wait too long to get to the point about subjects. You kind of shoot from the hip, and it's not consistent. And I kind of thought in my mind, well, I'm not a sports reporter. I'm a guy on YouTube who is sharing his life and his love for the Dallas Cowboys. And so I, of course, have no credibility because of that. But it's funny how sometimes things, not yet, Hazel. It's funny how sometimes things I say end up being right. Me and Vosh, I love Vosh. Vosh is like my second son. In fact, he was like, yeah, your daughter looks real good. Vosh and I had a difference in philosophy. See, I believe in the one technique. The big fat guy in the middle. And he's like, nah, man. You're talking about a trash can full of dirt. I said, yeah. I want somebody who can clog up the middle. I want a guy who requires double teams on every play. I want a guy who can get a push up the front and get it to quarterback. Something the Dallas Cowboys don't have. And you can look at our team, and I didn't have the statistics on it, but you can look at our team, how we've been able to get run on up the middle.
My understanding was Marrone
wants
to keep his coaching
today. There's a statistic out there that showed exactly how many yards per carry were given up.
So we'll see if that carries
in each spot on the field.
Todd Wash had a 24th ranked defense. That's not what they expect, given all the talent they
And guess where the Dallas Cowboys gave up 4.6 yards, the highest point on the field against the run. Right at the center. Right at the center, the one technique guy, the big fat guy, the trash can full of dirt that we don't have in the middle. And that's the problem with our defense. You know, you get on the outside, you know, they're only giving up, well, 4 on this side, and I think like 2 point something on the right-hand side. But up the middle, you're getting gutted. And that's where you need that big fat guy, that trash can full of dirt that goes up the middle.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's
I've always believed in that guy. Maybe it's because I played nose guard in high school. I don't know why they changed it. I was a nose guard, which meant I played up over the center.
They're made to be broken. I don't know. Sometimes you've got until 24 hours to cancel without any.
But we definitely
so we'll say,
need that guy.
I'm looking at the Giants job for him. I'm looking at the
And Voss will say, man, I don't want no trash can full of dirt. I do.
He is going to be one of.
I want a dumpster full of dirt. I want a big, fat, sloppy, greasy dude
feel right for a guy who's had a number of opportunities and only wants
who will get up in that middle
With the Redskins final
and eat.
Today, we now have 3 openings.
Eat
3
offensive linemen and running backs that will get up there on that quarterback. Yeah.
And as I reported this morning, Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy now has a request from the Browns. All 3 of those guys we would look at say they are.
Here's what's bothering me. That's it. I wish somebody could explain to me why
Right.
the Cowboys always wait to do everything.
We're surprised.
Free agency?
Yesterday, after only 1 season as the offensive coordinator, I think people were
Coaching hires?
when we
We're always the last to do something. Now here it is.
with Stan
Ron Rivera, already hired by the Redskins.
This was something that Flores had.
Jack Del Rio, he's looking at having his defensive coordinator. You're hearing the Browns want to talk to Matt Rule as well as Eric Bieniemy. Mike Martz and Chris Richard are talking to New York. And here we are,
2 years, 3 years after Gailey
still waiting to see. No news yet. No news yet. Here we are, still waiting.
This is all about doing things a little bit differently from an offensive perspective than the Patriots way. They look at the RPOs, the college scheme.
I can't understand it myself. It's crazy that we are sitting here. This is sad. Fire him, Jerry. No one is you ain't kidding. There is no fear factor with Jason Garrett. I can't disagree with that at all.
Or free agency, and oh yeah, Fitzmagic, Ryan Fitzpatrick, 1 year left on his contract.
You cannot disagree with that at all.
One of the negatives I did hear out of Miami.
That's why the players love him. Hey man, he's a pushover. We don't want somebody that's going to come in here and put a foot in our ass.
As if Tom Brady was there, and as if there were a number of guys who have been in the offense for a number of years instead of scaling it back a little bit. It's possible that factored into this decision. Gailey going to have to really communicate.
I don't know, man.
They had a lot of moving parts this year.
I love my Cowboys, but
including a moving quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick, let them
just don't know what they're doing, man.
let them.
Seems like we just don't have a clue. It angers you. It angers me, man.
NFL schedule to lead a team in rushing with fewer than 300.
Dak Prescott could have only been as good as he is under Jason Garrett.
Both Mike Garafolo and Tom Pelissero.
If the grass isn't greener on the other side, and Dak decreases the coaching wants a new QB.
We'll head to East Rutherford for Dave Gill.
Yeah, because we've always seen how great quarterbacks thrive underneath Jason Garrett, don't we? Yeah, quarterbacks just do fantastic. You know what? I can't honestly say that Jason Garrett has taught a quarterback anything because Tony Romo was already Tony Romo before Jason Garrett. Every other quarterback that's come through here didn't bust a grape. You had Brandon Wheaton here for a year and a half and couldn't get him to win 1 game. He goes with the Texans for a week and a half and wins them 2 games and gets them in the playoffs. Come on, man. Come on. I don't want to hear that. Oh, the only reason why. Because you know what? Dak came out the gate playing. Dak did not have, look, he got 1 rep in OTAs his rookie year. 1 rep. He was the 3rd string quarterback. Jason Garrett didn't have a chance to screw him over. Mike McCarthy is interviewing with the Giants on Saturday. Garrett's still there, but not head coach. Well, he definitely won't be head coach. Oh, Ed Oliver's happy right now because they got a coach.
I gave my 100 minutes. I gave my 100 minutes. Now it's your turn.
Well, technically, X Factor, he's not being fired. They're just going to say, we were not renewing the contract. That's the thing. That's where people don't seem to understand. It's not about firing him because his contract is up in 15 days. And quite frankly, knowing Jerry Jones, it may be 15 days before he finally goes ahead and let him go. Where's Cowboy? Jobu's down the man cave, man. He don't leave the man cave.
12 teams, down to 1.
Dan Snyder way ahead on big moves. Yeah. Chris Sports Center corner. Yeah. I agree with you on that. Never mix feelings with business. Give Garrett more time. Jerry will extend his contract. They will say 15 days like this. Yeah. Let's hope that's not the case.
Or if our guests would be here on time.
Can you at least admit it's possible that a new head coach wants his own quarterback, especially if Dax doesn't do great under him? Oh, I'm sure that, I'm sure that can be the case. It depends on who you have as a coach. I mean, you looked at Josh McDaniels, who wanted Tim Tebow for his quarterback. A lot of coaches would say, no, I don't want that guy. That's not the guy I want. You might look at it and say, yeah, Lamar Jackson's a great quarterback, but he's not fitting the system that I do. Jet D, how you doing, man? Actually, Jet, I added some new ones, new emojis out there too. So yeah, that's possible. But what you look at is this, and this is the thing that's crazy to me with you guys, with some of you guys. You got a guy who has played 4 years straight without missing a game. Got second most victories in the NFL. Improving each year and getting better. Is a stand-up guy, perfect for your organization. And you want to trash him and say, let's just get somebody else. To a man, I talked to Denver fans, Redskin fans, Giant fans. I mean, everybody's like, I'll take Dak. I will be more than happy to take Dak. And here it is, we got people, well, let's draft Tua. Tua, a guy who's just had hip surgery, who hasn't played a game in professional football. You don't know, because there's a lot of guys, and I mean a lot of guys, who are looking great in college. Let's take the biggest bust in Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf, it was like Peyton Manning, Ryan Leaf, 1 and 1A. Doesn't matter who you pick, you're going to be in great shape. Yeah, Ryan Leaf was a bum. And it's amazing because, see, San Diego gave up on Drew Brees. San Diego looked and said, nah, we're better off with Phillip Rivers. So, all you guys, look at that. Think about that as you start saying, let's get rid of that guy. Now, I'll say this much. Until you see somebody else coaching him, I would say give somebody else an opportunity who knows how to coach. I'm sorry, Jason Garrett, nice guy.
Matt Rule from Baylor.
Nice guy.
Okay.
But there's nothing in his resume that said I'm a head coach.
Assistant.
There's nothing. I'm sorry. He had 1 year as a quarterback's coach under Nick Saban's with the Miami Dolphins. 1 year. And immediately was made offensive coordinator. He was not ready for that. And then turned around. And what did he do? Became head coach. If you're only coaching before you came to the Cowboys was 1 year as a quarterback coach, how does that make you ready to be able to lead a team? That's like saying, you know what? We got a kid out of boot camp. We're going to put him as the general. We're going to go have him lead us in battle now. That's what you did. You took a guy out of boot camp, and now you're in charge of the whole army.
No decision is made in a vacuum. We believe in collaboration among all.
Jason Garrett is staying. Yeah, okay. You need a ball breaker at head coach. You're speaking my language.
All right, number one.
I'm really hoping.
To find a quarterback, and I really believe we've done that.
I'm hoping the announcement is made soon too, because now we're at 12:20.
How we look at college personnel, how we look at pro personnel. We're in the process of hired.
Yeah, but you also too. Here's the thing. Yeah, that may be true, but here's the thing.
Back end of our college.
You look at the coach. Now I'll give you actually a great example of that. Jay Gruden didn't want RG3.
Don't know me.
He did not want RG3. He was more of a Kirk Cousins guy. So he basically had to go through and make sure RG3 looked like trash to get rid of him. But then this year, he was a Colt McCoy guy. He kept sticking with Colt McCoy, a guy that never had, Colt McCoy's my guy, Colt McCoy's my guy. And he didn't even want to try the guy they drafted, Haskins. Didn't want to play. Oh, he's not ready. And so, yeah, you can have coaches. You can hire somebody that doesn't like, you actually want to look and get people who can work with the guy you have. Because here's the thing. Here's what's so stupid about the whole concept of let's throw him away and get somebody else. There's no guarantee that somebody else is going to work, especially if you're talking about in the draft. And you're talking about starting over. Understand that right now, how many more years of Zeke Elliott do you think you have that you can waste? How many years do you have with Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick that you can waste?
There's a lot there, Andrew. A lot there. Hearing the what up.
Hogs 84-11. Yeah. And here's the thing. I'll give you I'll give you great examples of reasons why you look at this. If you know you have something that works and you decide we're not going to use it, is that the player's fault? Is that the player's fault? Because here's what you got. Zeke Elliott's averaged about 4.4 yards a carry on the season. Nothing outstanding. Still really good, but nothing outstanding. Here's what you also have. You have play action. Play action, you're getting 8.3 yards per drop back. That's almost double what you're getting with Zeke Elliott. Yet, here's the thing. Every game that you ran play action more than 27% of the time, with the exception of one game, you won. Every one that you went under, 20%, you lost. So, if you have something that works for your players that ends up increasing the likelihood of winning and putting your team in that position, is that the player's fault if you continue to call a bad play? Is that the player's fault? Because play action work, moving the pocket work. Because here's the thing. You go against the Redskins, you go against the Giants, you go against all these other teams. Little touchdown, thank you very much. You went against all those teams, you ran play action, you blow them out. Because we'll use apples to apples. You run against the Eagles, play action 33% of the time, and you score 37 points. Yet you play them the next time, you do play action only, I think it was 12%, or it might have been 9%. I get some of those games confused. But you only ran it 12% of the time, and guess what? You got stopped. Because you can't, in today's football, people can't know what you're doing because they will stop you. That's the bottom line. And when we become predictable, let's run Zeke up the middle on first down. Oh, we get 1 yard. Oh, we lost 2 yards. Now it's 2nd and 11, 2nd and 9. It's harder to do that.
Followed by Pat Shurmur, and now followed by yet another.
The part you aren't considering is that against good teams, we're down a bit. No. Hold on.
With the New York,
we're talking about out the bat. I'll give you a great example. On the first series against the Rams, they set the tone. They got the ball on the 13-yard line. They come out in the regular run formation. Dak Prescott under center, right? No, but see, hold on. See, this is where you're stupid on that one. The Eagles were set up to stop Zeke Elliott. Minnesota was set up to stop Zeke Elliott. That's why the passing worked so well, because we were doing play action against Minnesota. Here's the thing. See, this is how stupid it is. You had over 447 yards in passing. Zeke Elliott didn't bust a grape. You were fine passing the ball using play action on them. It was when we got away from the play action, let's just go ahead and run Zeke up the middle a couple times.
And he said that
Let's stop the drive.
That's new.
Listen, if a team is set up to stop the run, if we got 9 people in the box, that's where you have the advantage by going play action, dummies. Because you move the pocket. You fake the dive to Zeke Elliott. He goes up the middle. The linebackers hold. You get the quarterback on a bootleg outside. It's one-on-one with the corner and the receiver. He can either run or he can pass it, as opposed to just trying to run up the middle against 9 people. I'm sorry, this is common sense. That's coaching. In-game analysis. Jason Garrett, we don't do that. What do you mean you don't do that? What do you mean you don't look at what's going on down in distance and what's working in the game? It shows. Because you come in with the game plan and you don't alter it. I'm sorry. You can't honestly tell me that Jason Garrett goes someplace else, that he goes to New England and he has the same success as Bill Belichick. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that he goes to Philadelphia and has the same success that Philadelphia had going to that Super Bowl. You can't say that. You cannot put it there. You can't say that he could go to the Rams and do what Sean McVay did, because he does not have the mentality of it. He does not have the drive. He does not have a system. What we are doing is out freaking dated. Every time you have seen a dynasty, it's because they innovated and came out with something new. The reason why Baltimore is winning right now is because people don't know how to stop Lamar Jackson in that offense, because they haven't had a chance to study it. It's the same thing when the pistol offense came out. The pistol offense was eating people up. Not quite as effective now. It's just like the Wildcat. When the Wildcat came out, what the hell? You got Ronnie Brown in the backfield like the quarterback? What's going on? It's the run and shoot, okay? All of these things are different in total teams. What are they going to do? It's the unknown that gives you the advantage. We have no unknown. We've been doing the same thing with Jason Garrett every freaking year. And any of you who don't seem to understand that, you're a freaking idiot. It's the same thing. I can look at it half the time and tell you exactly what they're going to do.
You coach and the general manager.
I can just go to till I turn pink red in the face here. But understand, you have to have something different. You have to stop being predictable. You have to disguise what you're doing. We don't disguise things. Our defense, they're set in position where they're going to go 10, 15 seconds before the ball snaps. Yeah, I heard he was saying goodbye to staff. That he was basically asking for telephone numbers.
For drug-free sinus and allergy relief.
What's up, Q?
This time
I just
so stepped up, but Navage flushes my sinuses. So
well, you know.
Navage uses powered suction.
I love how all these people are going through your breaking news. Jalen Smith is. You got at least 2 more years of Marcus Lawrence. You got 3 more years of Zeke Elliott. And this is where people keep saying, well, let's just draft another quarterback. Okay. Hypothetically, let's say we just drafted another quarterback.
Thanks to you.
We got lucky that that Dak Prescott was able to play his rookie year.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is changing.
How many teams get a quarterback that comes out the box that's ready to rock and roll?
We freely share our research.
How many?
With doctors around.
Doesn't happen that often.
And no family.
And to think that we're going to be able to
because all the families
just grab another guy, plug him here with the Cowboys, and he's all of a sudden going to do breaking news. Well, I don't have any, but just felt good to say it. Relax.
And mistakes can mean tax trouble. Sure Payroll makes it easy to pay employees.
You guys. Oh, was that it? Cowboys, Will McClay. Thank you very much for that super chat. Jed D, what's going on?
Even on weekends and evenings. So spend more time for your small business.
Oh, don't say that, Connecticut Cowboys. Will McClay is replaced by Jason Garrett.
Or call 844-SURE-PAYROLL.
Hi, Linda. Looks like you've got a prescription.
I'll wait for Ian Rappaport. Okay. You mean Ian Rappaport, the same guy that said that the Redskins were trading for Tony Romo and they were trading Kirk Cousins to the 49ers? That Ian Rappaport?
instantly find savings in virtually every pharmacy in America.
These are some bookcases that are made to fit on top of some base cabinets. The wall, it's got like a doorway there, so it's actually done at a little bit of an angle to maximize the space that's on it. So this is one of the upper ones. That's the other, and this is just finished putting the base frame on it.
Being motor.
What could be better than being Motor? The real question is, do you mind not being a Motor?
It's funny. I'm always in here building stuff.
For mature. Forget everything you know about mobile games.
Oh, Ian Rappaport has so many things. He gets so much wrong. But it's all forgotten. I get one thing wrong. Oh, my God. Okay, so yesterday I came on here. I said, listen,
You need a website.
I had a friend of mine who's close to some people there that said, Jason Garrett's going. Some of the staff is going. But the reports out about the whole staff being fired, they're wrong. That's not the case. And the announcement won't come today. I said that yesterday on a video. And people were like, oh, no. They fired everybody. They fired. I was like, because they were sending me links for like 247.com or something like that in different places. And Mike Leslie. And I was like, I'm not sure. Talk about defending Dak. He is average. His ceiling is Flacco, Dilfer. Sorry, Flacco's never had that kind of yards. Neither has Trent Dilfer. If everything's perfect.
Touchdown Miami. The Dolphins have just scored. Gesicki, the tight end, got a laser in the
Well, Nathan Hall, you're entitled to your opinion. You had Tony Romo, who people Reaper. How you doing, man?
with 24 seconds to go. The extra point.
How long do I think? I don't know that we let him go. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the heck's going on. It's 12:30 now.
The regular season in the NFL. I'm getting confused. What game are you calling? I'm calling both games.
You hate streaming. I'm going to stream the Eagles Seahawks game. Yeah, I'm going to be doing it.
Why I love Kevin Harlan here from CBS and Westwood One, who had the call at Arrowhead last week.
Dak is the real dude. Screw the haters. Bob
Stoops.
Stoops.
The game in Foxborough. Kevin, that was awesome. How are you?
Clapper for life. It's 10:30 here. Well, it's 1:30 here. Aaron Stanley, thank you very much for the super chat. If they were trading the Clapper, I'm done with the Cowboys. It would be kind of hard. Tony Romo's not going to listen. Tony Romo, I love how you can want him all you want. He ain't leaving the booth. He ain't leaving the booth. I wouldn't.
The simultaneous scoring in Foxborough by the Dolphins.
You're going to lose it. Dak is the man amongst boys. I like that. So you see we got our football, Justin, you see we got the footballs in there. I actually got poop, too. We can definitely put that one up there.
We're all together and we're waiting to see
LT, yeah, he's trying to give everybody else an advantage. This is Des Bryant all over again, where we're just going to take our time.
No, he wasn't. He's to the right of me, and he's got all the different monitors that he looks at. A replay monitor, an ISO monitor. He's got a monitor.
Ian Rappaport reporting Garrett ended it with his side piece and asked for a good contact number. Okay. Bob Snoops is in Dallas. Is he? If they do fire him, will you do Happy Dance? Oh, okay. That would be a great way to start the new year. How about that?
From New York, we want to be able to see the play they talked about, the highlights from around the league, and then Rich can comment on that. Well, on this,
I made cowboy videos for 13 years on YouTube, but if we extend Garrett, that may put an end to that. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why it's taking so long. Mark Holmes, long lost pet. I miss watching games with you, Mark. Can I come home? Sure. Come on home. Urban Meyer Olney. He knows Zeke Elliott. Jerry, fire yourself. Dak just kicked Jason Garrett in the head. Hope he fires him ASAP. Man, we got a lot of people on here on New Year's Eve. Hey, be safe out there, everybody. Be safe out there.
Obviously, the Chiefs.
Just how long
Do
it will
you
take to get rid of
think
Maher.
that, obviously taking
Maher's
into account
gone. Oh,
they
yeah, it
came
took
back
him a
in
long time.
September, do you think that this Kansas City team can beat the
Oh,
Ravens
whoa.
again?
Connecticut Cowboys. Dude, here's some news for you. Cowboys Ravens game. I've actually been talking with Cowboys experience. Like the tailgate we did at FedEx Field, we're doing the same thing at Baltimore. So we're going to have 2 mega tailgates here in the Washington, D.C. area. And I may even go up to New York City, actually New Jersey, and do one with the Giants. So this is one of those things that it's great because last year I bought a lot of equipment. I got my griddle. Aaron Stanley, thank you much. How's the kid doing that we were donating for? Justin is right there, and actually, I don't know if Justin wants to put his business out there, but Justin can't work right now, and I've been helping him as much as I can to get by, but we got till Friday to figure out how to get his rent money so that way he's not out in the streets. Got to see the Cowboys win a big game, but now we are trying to figure out how we can best help him through.
I sense the Chiefs have good momentum going to where they're going to go, and a week off, as it will do for all these.
Jim Mora.
You
just come on, man. We are not hiring Jim Mora.
And get ready for that week of practice.
But playoffs?
Kevin,
Are you kidding me? Playoffs?
You're calling this weekend on
Will
Westwood
McClay is
Lawn,
GM.
the Seahawks and the Eagles.
Zimmer is head coach.
Think Philadelphia-
Zimmer's not leaving. You ain't even talking. Zimmer is in the playoffs.
One more.
Isn't that shocking? Wentz has done so much. We did a Monday night game. Kurt Warner and I did a Monday night game in Philadelphia.
Here's everybody on Carson Wentz's jock now.
It was 17-3 with the Giants leading Philadelphia.
Yeah, the players
Point on, Andrew. Philadelphia's been terrific. They are
definitely seem like he's gone. Ocean City, Maryland, how you doing, man?
Going in so depleted.
Tomlin's not leaving.
At their skill
The Steelers aren't getting rid of Mike Tomlin. You guys keep talking about guys that aren't available. Mike Tomlin is not fired from the Steelers. You're not getting Mike Tomlin.
1-3 December record. Their quarterback has done a great job just getting them toward the finish line.
What's up, Tuan?
So I'm looking at these quarterbacks who like this game. I think it's probably the best game of the
Lincoln Riley for head coach. Man, these things are flying through here. McCarthy is actually interviewing with the Giants on Saturday. Bill Collier's not coming out of retirement, I don't think. Once he lost his wife, it was like, you know what, I'm kind of really done. Happy New Year to you too, Bill. You like Urban Meyer. Jerry loves Jason. Is there any more proof that you need?
To give us another great.
Kellen Moore out the door. Give me a winner.
Maybe a skunk. How about a skunk? But, you know, I don't want.
I still wanted. I'll be honest. I wanted Ron Rivera. I actually look at the Redskins right now, and if they go ahead and get
I mean, like it's been
damn.
part of the game itself.
Jack Del Rio for defensive coordinator, they've got some talent on the Redskins that if they have somebody who can work with it, Redskins could be scary the next couple of years. I hate to say that, but the Redskins actually do have some young talent. Breaking news, Ian Rappaport's Don Shula is our head coach.
It's not something in the audience. It's not something outside.
Cowboys got the clap.
We can see it. So, I don't know. I hope it doesn't happen.
Right now, I'm hearing Miami was one that you kind of look at and say, okay, but he's interviewing with the Browns. That might be one of those ones where we're looking to go ahead and get past the Rooney Rule, just like Chris Broussard might be with the Giants.
That would be fantastic. Kevin Harlan would give us a great call. The possibility.
Mike McCarthy was one, as well as Ron Rivera, too, that I was really high on.
Had a great year and good luck. Have a great call coming up on Sunday.
Big fan of yours, Andrew.
No, forget Josh McDaniels. No. I don't want any of the Patriots coaches. They have had a terrible track record after getting out from Bill Belichick.
Thanks for keeping him in line.
Tom Herman, I don't know that much about him. I'll be honest with you. I focus on the NFL and the Cowboys specifically. If I ended up having a whole nother sport, I don't think I would still be married.
The early game Saturday on ABC. Titans and Patriots, both those games. The AFC games on Saturday.
Reporting that Jason Garrett saying goodbye to the staff.
On Sunday, let's focus on the game in Foxborough.
Look at Detroit, laugh out loud. Yahoo, Mark. I live in Maryland, and you need some. You need to come over next season and try some of those wings. Yeah, man. You know, we tried that. Tried a little bit this year. You know, we got Jet D coming over. We had Tyrone Smith and his girl came over. Hell, I met E2 Blue actually at a bar. Clarence, I met him on the way to the post office, and he recognized me. So we'll probably end up doing a few more fans coming over next year too. Hopefully, we'll have a better.
With a great attitude today, the right attitude, and look, they're coming off.
Okay, Mark. Gun to head scenario.
And I kind of relayed the.
Who you picking as head coach?
Maybe feeling blessed to be in the playoffs.
Gun to head.
Teams get a chance,
Lord.
but you got to.
Is this a dream scenario? In a perfect world, it would have been Ron Rivera as defense coordinator and Mike McCarthy as head coach. But that's not going to happen because Ron Rivera is gone. Mike McCarthy.
They get ready for this game because they know this is a really good opponent playing terrific football right now. Maybe
you're okay, buddy. You seem down. Anything you need? I just need this whole thing done with Jason Garrett.
We've seen it wasn't always this.
Bring Jobu out for the Eagles.
The former Belichick assistants had success.
Maybe we hired Bill himself. No.
Yeah, recently.
Mike McCarthy.
Right,
see, here's I think one of the reasons why I think the Cowboys are taking their time is they're not looking at one of the regular retreads, one of the guys that are available now. That they may be looking at somebody who's still playing currently, and they figure we got some time, we don't have to rush. We can let Jason Garrett go with a little bit of dignity.
It's about getting our guys.
Deuce Staley. Bring in Urban Meyer. Wentz is the best.
In a place that has been very.
Oh, you are. I'm not even going to acknowledge that.
I'm prepared for this opportunity. But again,
Jack Del Rio might become the defensive coordinator for the Redskins.
So they saw each other.
That is, you're talking about retreads.
Grable did say there is some carryover from that because at least from a personnel standpoint, maybe not.
Oh, I see. Philly 500 texting me. It's time, Mark. It's time for Carson Wentz, Crow. Screw you, Philly. Screw you.
Saturday evening.
All right, it's 12:41.
This week, which none of us could have seen coming.
Aaron Stanley, how do we?
Live with the Patriots.
Hey, can get with me when you come to Dallas for a game? I'll help you with the tailgate. Okay. Well, actually, when I go to Dallas, I'm with Cowboys Experience, and we go to their tailgate that they have at the Tailgate Tavern. Although, it's really cool. It's cool because you got the Cowboy legends, but it's at a bar. It's not the real tailgate. You know what I mean? Carson Wentz apology. Jason Thunder. Carson Wentz apology. What the? You done bumped your head, Philly. Philly 500 saying he's waiting for a Carson Wentz apology. I apologize to you that you got that sorry ass quarterback. How about that, Philly? You done? Oh.
I'm waiting.
Oh, okay. There's Michael Anthony Fitness, who's coming back from his other job. Huh? You got hours till 1?
I said they.
Oh, I was gonna say, you gonna do that till the...
Sure, that's money. You don't have to work.
You know what?
You don't have to work tomorrow for DoorDash.
The flu sucks.
Okay, wait. Actually, hold on. Let me get my ladder.
The fever, aches, and chills can flatten you fast. Prescription Zofluza can help you feel better in just over 2 days.
Hold up. We them boys. See, I'm not working out here.
It attacks the flu virus at its source with just one.
Let my people troll. Oh, Philly, I started doing that. You know what, Philly? You just got to say I'm a welcher on that shit because I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a YouTube channel and you want to go through and you want to unblock somebody. Everybody that's ever been blocked are all listed there. So Philly's giving me a list of about 20 people. So I got to find 20 names out of about 1,500. And I was sitting there going through it. My eyes are like, ugh.
The most common side effects are bronchitis, nausea, diarrhea, sinusitis, and headache.
Hold it.
The sooner your doctor.
Hey, Mark, someone in the chat had a great point. Dan Mullen might be on Dallas. That's true. That's possible. Who knows what the Cowboys are thinking? Bill Collier's not coming out of retirement. Not for the Cowboys. Hold on. Let me see if I've got something here.
The world in which we live equally distributes
Ooh-wee.
and paths are not always the same. I will tell you this, diversity can change the whole trajectory of your life.
I'm not into dating games. I'm ready for a real
If
relationship.
Jason Garrett's fired,
That's why I trust in harmony.
No one can connect you with it.
we can have some fireworks.
That's why every
We can shoot off some fireworks if Jason Garrett's fired. How's that? Mark, why? Mark seems always pissed off. Mike, why do you always seem pissed off and never smile at the camera? That's just Michael Anthony. He's the straight guy, and he's done with the Cowboys. He's sick and tired. He's tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit.
I'm done making Dallas Cowboys content.
He said he's done making Dallas Cowboys content because they suck. They let him down. He said in his whole entire life, he doesn't remember the last time we went to the Super Bowl.
They have thousands of 5-star reviews. They are
Mark Holmes, your YouTube channel is one of the best. I'm glad I stumbled. Oh, thank you, Ron. You know, it's funny. You try to Michael Anthony, aka Grumpy Old Cat. You try to do the best you can. You try to satisfy everybody, but you know you can't. What's up, Marky Mark, little sweet? Like everybody else, just hanging here, waiting and hoping. Don't say that, Mike. Stop saying that. They're gonna fire him. Let me believe, man.
It won't be today. Wait.
He won't let me believe, man.
Wait till the 14th. He'll be gone as a head coach by the 14th.
Oh, Lordy. Art
The
Briles.
rest have got their coach.
Since Rico gathers. Yeah, he's been mad since Rico yeah.
I care less about Rico.
Like, he don't give a shit. Michael's like, I don't give a fuck.
Rico made his money and he has his own record company. So that's his money. So
Mike's hardcore, man.
He's doing his thing.
Mike is hard, man. Damn. Mike don't play. I love him like a son. You see what I did there? I love him like a
The
son.
Bills and the Texans, the Titans, the Patriots, the Vikings, and the Saints, the Seahawks, and the Eagles. We can't put this up on the screen tonight.
Okay, hold your ears for a second, guys.
Let's focus on.
All right.
Let's talk about the Seahawks, though, and their run game. From what we
You
saw
want to say nothing about the Redskins?
there this past Sunday night.
He used to be the GM for the
I
Redskins.
know. We got Ron Revere.
I'll tell you, I was very encouraged when I saw.
Which might not be a bad pickup, but the question is, is Haskins good enough to be a franchise quarterback?
Think about that. He worked with Cam Newton, and he used Cam Newton's skills. Although you could say that Cam Newton.
I mean, he did go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Rico was the straw that broke Michael's back.
But that was Cam Newton's fault they lost the Super Bowl.
Happy New Year.
Cam Newton's the reason why they lost the Super
A
Bowl.
6-foot corner cabinet. Well, Cowboys Big D depends on what we're doing. Are we having like glass doors or something like that? Is it? I mean, you got to give me a little more detail. What kind of wood is it going to be made out of? I mean, if you want to email me, although getting it to Texas is from Virginia. Dan Campbell. Okay. All right, it's 1:47 here.
I like the chances of them running the ball. They don't.
If they come through and say we're going to have another meeting, I'm going to lose it.
They'll probably have another meeting.
Confirm Jason Garrett gets Dak can't. Get out of here, trolls.
Miles Sanders a little banged up as well. Jordan Howard came back with the didn't really get on the field last
Jason Garrett would be the VP of player personnel.
Here's the thing, okay? They need the running game desperately here to keep Seattle.
True, but I don't want him. You know, I just want that stank out of here.
Can't defend. The Eagles can't score quick.
I just no. You're right. I just don't want that Garrett stank. I think.
For sure, because there's going to be some Garrett still on the
You know,
staff.
that would be a Cowboys move because nobody fires a coach and puts him in the front office. Nobody does that.
He can give him some bigger plays. See that burst through the hole, that little move on the defensive back. He's got that. They need
Mark, you might as well do a casket for your team. Funny one. North Turner's not a great head coach. North Turner's a great coordinator, but has not done it as a coach.
Scott has given them big plays. They've got to be able to run the ball against Seattle, and they can run the ball against Seattle, especially inside.
I like the shock if the Eagles actually
Seattle
won the first
defense
game.
is not the one we're used to seeing.
You're about to get this on, man.
Hey, they have what you would call better coaches.
It's hard to do when you're sitting on the bench.
Don't say that shit.
That's true, though.
If the Eagles win a playoff game, I'm just gonna have to go dark. I would have to go in hiding, man.
Imagine they
So we're sitting
No, I'm not gonna imagine that, Michael. No, I refuse to imagine that. No. No.
Is this
Don't even talk like that.
Ian Rappaport just tweeted,
I have to root
he has
for
a
him.
meeting today with owner Jimmy Haslam with
Well,
Cleveland.
Brown. Who cares about the Browns? Give me some Cowboy news.
From Ian
You
and
know,
Mike
when the
Garrett.
college coaches, I think.
Everything is under evaluation.
Who cares about the Browns?
Ian, what is going on?
We know the status of Freddie Kitchens that came right into the season. The status of general manager John Dorsey surely murkier in what the Browns are going through now, trying to find a head coach, putting in requests.
Please come to our team, please.
Of course, would like to know what is
Yeah,
happening
so
with the
team.
personnel. Is John Dorsey going to be in charge? Obviously, coaches would like to do a different GM. Potentially, that is something.
Could a brother get some news?
Here's what we know.
Shout out to the 619 people. I'm excited. Yeah, I got excited for a second. Like, oh, wait, is this it? Is this it? NFL Network. He has said, I'm watching NFL Network.
They're talking about the Browns.
I know.
We are going to await a resolution like
Mark 500 Holmes. Ha ha!
Seems like this is headed in one direction.
Jason Garrett's going to be the general manager.
Try not to talk over you.
Well,
Go ahead, what do you got?
This is something that
that would be something.
All nonsense. Hey, this how it's going to box.
the word on this one is getting around.
This how it's on general manager
A
box.
move here made with John Dorsey. We have not heard anything back from the Browns, by the way. We have tried on a number of levels at the Browns building to get a response on this one. Nobody is getting back to us on this one right now. So we are watching this closely. And look, you've got two different factions here. You heard the report last year that John Dorsey wanted Freddie Kitchens and that Kevin Stefanski was the favorite of some of the analytics guys inside that building there. So that's a factor here. Also, what Ian mentioned, that some of these coaching candidates might want to bring their own general manager. Josh McDaniels, that's the guy I'm looking at potentially for that one. The word is that he would bring his own general manager and would like to bring his own general manager wherever he wants up.
Oh, that's the case. Then we know Jerry and he bring his own general manager.
So far, nothing has been unofficial, frankly, to that end.
Jerry goes with the top.
They have to say on John Dorsey's stuff.
As we wait would be surprise move. Freddie Kitchens, a lot of people saw that one coming. This one, considering all the optimism over the summer, if we had told you that John Dorsey could potentially be out, everyone would have laughed us off the television. Yeah. What Mike Garrett followed back to the front here, away from Cleveland. John Dorsey meeting with owner Jimmy Haslam. Browns were 6-10. It's been 17 straight years since William ran them in the playoffs against the Falcons.
At least we're not the Browns, right?
6-10.
Power ranking time.
At least we're 500.
Yeah, it could be worse. We could be Cleveland Brown fans.
They haven't won anything
In forever.
since. No, yeah, the new age Browns haven't won nothing.
The old age Browns, 2 Super Bowl titles. But that's the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, but they were in the second.
That's when you know you
Before
love.
they moved, I think they made the second round of the playoffs. The year before they moved.
Yeah, Marty Schottenheimer.
Yeah, the second.
Well, Marty Schottenheimer, they got to the NFC Championship game.
I'm talking about the last year they made it to the second round of the playoffs.
Everyone loves the benefits of compression socks, but they're just so hard to get on.
It doesn't happen anytime soon.
Introducing the
It's
all-new
been an hour.
compression socks.
It's been 52 minutes.
Easy on, easy
The meeting was supposed to start.
reduce swelling, relieve tender achy muscles, and prevent
And my battery is low. What could be worse than being an Eagles fan? Practice squad Eagles got rid of Jason Garrett. Well, you know what? Actually, Eagles, thank you. If it ends up being and we get rid of Jason Garrett, I'm okay with that.
extra support around the arch.
Philly's saying that Jason Garrett will stay in Dallas. Yeah, well, Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Feel more energized. Get your energy socks now online.
If you can't get more than 10 wins next year, no one is going to catch the skins.
454-1732. Order now and get a second pair free.
I have so much energy.
Y'all the most hated. Fly, Eagles fly. Jason Garrett can clap the hell on.
This is an NFL helmet.
There are a lot of haters on here. It's happening, Mark.
They may look the same, but they're not. These are some of the top performing helmets players can choose.
Jason there for 2 more years. Urban Meyer's the coach. Watch out, MCs. Okay. No Foles this time, Philly.
Grants and data to the engineers and innovators working to build a more advanced helmet.
Trade Dak. Man, y'all stupid. Trade Dak for Fitzmagic. Okay, yeah.
Tonight on NFL
You hear about Baltimore's head OC? Yeah.
4 wildcard games, 1 show for complete wildcard coverage. Plus, New Year's resolutions for quarterbacks in crisis. Tonight, 6 Eastern.
Browns really played like women. I promise he's gone. Watch. We don't need Foles. We got our boy Wentz.
The 15 finalists are revealed.
Yeah, only the Cowboys would do some stuff like this.
The Gold Jacket finalists. Thursday.
Yeah, Cowboys Big D. We talked about that when we started the broadcast. That was
Was that Thursday when we announced the finalists for the Hall of Fame?
Really? Well, no, or the finals final, or well, the final. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Cleaning is easy and good for the planet.
they're around Super Bowl. They'll pick.
Hope Garrett goes to the Brown. Wentz is better than Dak.
No, what is it? Then around the Super Bowl when they have the honors, they'll announce the winners.
Giants looking at good coaches. Yeah, they didn't call up Jason Garrett.
Did they look at Chris Richard?
Yeah, he's going there Thursday.
I'm shocked.
Trolls suck as much as Eagles fans. Tell them, Philly.
And actually won.
Philly Cowboys 76. What's up, Michael Anthony Fitness?
If Chris Richard goes to New York Giants, I'm out the.
Thank you, Brian. It's like he should be already doing interviews. He should have been doing interviews, I don't know, 5 weeks ago. I'll still be a Cowboys fan, but I don't know that I can keep the same energy. I don't think I can keep the same energy if Jason Garrett were still the coach.
Titans are up 2. They're now in the top 10 at number 9. The Eagles, not pictured, are at number 12. Makes sense. They are the 12th team in the team with the worst record in the NFL playoffs. NFL.com/Power.
Eagles are always better than Cowboys? Really? You get 1 victory out of the last 5, and you're all of a sudden now are. I just can't. I just can't with you. I just can't.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Lord. Now, that's some bull right there.
We have the details straight ahead.
Fantasy football is over. Sure, the guy who auto-drafted.
All right. Did they leave? Did those Eagle trolls leave that I can't with? I just can't. I just can't, Eagle fans. Not today.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Romo has been spotted. Okay. Eagles and Cowboys are going to compete.
Didn't you say that, fella?
I don't know how we're going in completely opposite directions because last year you were one game behind us, and this year we're one game behind you. We beat you 3 out of the last 4. I would say we're both about the same area. You guys didn't improve on you last year. You actually have about the same spot you were last year.
We want to buy your car. So go to Carvana and enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our
You know,
wizardry
in fact, did she have the same record you had last year?
in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you.
And here's what I'll say.
Pick up your car. That's it.
What you guys did was with better coaching. Maybe we'll get some coaches that can actually do a little, just a little bit of coaching. If we can get that, we might be something for us. You might want to fear us because here's the thing: we're gonna get higher draft picks. We got more money to work with as far as the cap goes. We'll have some new coaching, and maybe we'll actually put some people on notice that your shit, your bullshit, and things won't be accepted. Clean freaking house. How about that? Go find another team? No. See.
It keeps you engaged. It keeps you right where you need to be.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, because Charles doesn't deal with guys.
Philly 500's over here.
I'm
going crazy.
I root for Christian Charles to be here.
Happy New Year to you. First, our final show of 2018. We're live from our newsroom. Hope you are getting ready for a great end of the year.
Well, it's been an hour.
We're still waiting on Dallas, but there is news in Cleveland, potentially.
We know, I know, everybody knows our Cowboys are home right now. That's why we're watching to see who our new coach is. Duh. You know, here's what's funny. Here's how you know how relevant the Cowboys are. Here's how relevant we are. The Eagles are in the playoffs. The Eagles are in the playoffs. Yet, have you seen anything on the Eagles today?
Yeah, they were talking about them on
Were they? Not like the Cowboys. And here all you Eagles are. You guys are in the playoffs, and the only thing you can do is come cry on my channel. I appreciate it because your likes, your comments, and all that, they help my SEO, which means more people will watch. So shout out to you Eagle fans. I appreciate it.
Really influencing the organization. Obviously came over from baseball. Very strategic in his thinking. Someone who could end up with much more work going forward with the Browns. Obviously, we will know more by the end of the day, but it is fair to say there's pessimism about John Dorsey keeping his job in Cleveland.
Let me translate. Ian's using all the buzzwords. We're using them too in our tweets just because we're trying to give ourselves a little wiggle room. It's not official, but everything's pointing in this direction, Andrew. I mean, that's what we're trying to tell you right here. And really, and Ian can speak to this as well, the last couple of days, as we tracked this, it became clear that this was a building in which the main decision makers, including John Dorsey, were not on the same page. You got the sense that there were two factions here trying to move forward in this coaching search, and that it didn't really have the proper momentum to start with. So that's the first. I mean, I should say the first clue. I mentioned a little while ago, Andrew, that the league has been talking about this for an hour. The league's been talking about it for a while. It just really heated up. It was like, wow, this is really going to happen. And you remember how John Dorsey started.
At least other teams can fire their coaches and get it over with. Swift Carter, love all the green hearts there. Mark, do you advertise for DeWalt Tools? No, actually I haven't been. I should. It seems like I got all of them in here.
Freddie Kitchens or the promotion of Freddie Kitchens to head coach and just the way that worked out this year.
Jerry still has a lot of people calling him. Die birds die. There you go. Shingles love the D.
Go ahead, Ian.
Yeah, Mike brings up a great point. From what I understand, John Dorsey supporting to have another year in the organization. I'm not saying that's
working on this big cherry countertop that's going in a laundry room. This is actually going to be a shoe rack. I've got some of both. It just depends on the job. Sawzalls wise and angle drill wise, Milwaukee is the best. But like cordless tools, like drills and things like that, I love my DeWalt's. I got tons of those.
You're not listening to you. New head coaching hire. Aaron Dorsey says, I don't want you. Tom Pelissero, I'm told, is joining us now. Tom, is that the right way for me to translate your tweet?
In essence, one of the things that's been under consideration for some time within the Browns organization is a structural change in the front office that would change whether the general manager has all the traditional powers of the GM. Remember, Paul DePodesta, the chief strategy officer who goes back to the Sashi Brown days in a different regime, he has his ability to do his job. So at this point, it sounds like the most likely scenario is that the sides will reach a settlement and part ways, and now the Browns will be looking then for another.
I'll be right back. Stefanski was so impressive in his initial interview, they brought him back for a second interview, even at a time that it seemed as if Kitchens was going to end up being locked into that job. Some of the names on the Browns list, most notably Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels, do not fit in what would have been a football structure overseen by John Dorsey. In other words, Josh McDaniels, for one, would want to make significant changes also to the structure of the organization, likely bring in his own personnel people. Again, we're projecting here because the Browns have not even begun the process of interviewing head coaching candidates. However, that is going to happen in the coming days. And if there's a possibility that John Dorsey would not survive,
and let me just add to that, because I mentioned yesterday we got the sense that these sides weren't on the same page. Tom, you talk about that list. It's a long list. You wonder if it's now going to be pared down, because yesterday, and these guys will attest to it because I was texting them, I got word that this team wanted to interview Mike LaFleur with the 49ers, the passing game coordinator, and then I was told no, and I was told yes, and then I was told no at the end of the day, and I woke up and was told yes, and I'm like, well, it's all over the place. What's wrong with my reporting? It had nothing to do with my reporting. It was the communication inside the building. And I said, this is bad. We got issues here already with their coaching search that hasn't even gotten off the ground. And then once we started to hear the things about Dorsey, we had a sense that they were real because, again, this communication and the fact that there seem to be two factions here, that's a problem.
Listen, you guys know I was raised a Browns fan. I want to see this team win. Speaking for all Browns fans, just get it right and stick with it. Just stick with something and get it right. And that's what anybody wants to see. It's been 17 years since they made the playoffs. 10 wins in 2007, didn't get there. That was nice. Obviously, there was optimism. I don't care about hype, but optimism this year. It didn't happen. But to do a total teardown again is just a punch in the gut for most fans. Guys, do you know what 754 is? The number 754?
Barry Bonds,
not the Browns winning percentage. No, Barry Bonds, that's a good one. Anyone? That would be, if today is his last day on the job, if today's his last day on the job, John Dorsey would have been there for 754 days.
That's it. You count that?
There's a little,
Is that
in a little
research?
program you can do that.
That's it. How many days have I been playing?
I don't know, but we'll get Garrett from research on that next. All right, go work on this story. Thank you guys. Ian and Mike and Tom on what could be another big day of change in Cleveland. We still don't know, though, what's happening in Dallas. And as I said earlier when we had James Slater on Live at the Star, all I think anyone wants here is clarity. Jason Garrett included. We're told Garrett meeting again with both owner Jerry Jones and his son, Team VP Stephen Jones. Let's get there live. James Slater outside on New Year's Day, waiting for some kind of news. Jane, anything?
Andrew, I want both clarity today, but better Wi-Fi and cell service. I'm like a lot of the fans today. I'm just refreshing, and when my phone is freezing up, I'm freaking out. As you can tell, we are not inside the building today. We are outside of it, but Jason Garrett is inside there. Now, I have not been able to confirm if he is, in fact, in that 12 o'clock meeting that we were told was going to happen with the Jones family, but I can confirm that he's in the building. He walked in around 9:45 this morning. He had a binder under his shoulder. I was told that he walked around to the staffers. He hugged them. He said that he wanted their contact information so he could stay in touch with them. Yesterday, we told you about the team meeting where it was characterized as one where he said goodbye without actually saying it. So it certainly feels like he knows the direction this thing is headed. But I'd also go ahead and add that he's told people in the building the decision hasn't been made and may not be made until the end of the week. So your guess at home is about as good as ours right now. It seems like the only people that know what the fate of Jason Garrett is Stephen and Jerry Jones. And perhaps they used that meeting yesterday to continue to marinate on the pros and cons of keeping Garrett in Dallas. You've got to hope that there's going to be some resolution given the fact that some of these coaching vacancies are already getting filled up. We're already seeing a list of candidates line up for that Giants job, one that Jason Garrett, as Ian Rappaport had reported, would be someone that they would be interested in. It would certainly be an intriguing fit, but instead he's spending his days this week, including Black Monday, going ahead and doing exit interviews of his current players, continuing his coaching duties here in Dallas. It's certainly interesting, but the best way I can explain this is you've got to consider the relationship between Jason Garrett, not only as a former player, but as a coach over the last decade. When you go to Super Bowls, it is not uncommon for you to see him at some of the Super Bowl parties, sitting at tables with Charlotte Jones Anderson and the Jones family and enjoying big concerts like we all go to, Taylor Swift and Chainsmokers, and he enjoys being around them. They consider him part of the family, so I know this isn't an easy decision to them. I liken this very much to how hard it was for them to say goodbye to guys like Tony Romo and Des Bryant. But yeah, I mean, no new news yet for you guys. We'll continue to stay out here, and again, I'm going to continue to hope that my cell service doesn't drop on me and we miss this one. So I'll stay on top of it.
Mike, did you leave me? Damn.
New Year's Eve outside, not waiting for a ball
Well,
game
damn.
or anything like that. Looks like
I thought Mike was still in here.
But waiting for some kind of news from the building behind
Okay.
the fate of
Here we go.
Jason
Here's the
Garrett, one way
let's see.
or the other, so that you can go home and enjoy the thank you, Jane. Live
What?
there.
What? I missed it. Hold it.
Just for them to say goodbye to guys. The evolution, given the fact that
I've got
some of
some
these
friends.
coaching vacancy-
I've got some friends that are coming over for New Year's,
He knows the direction this
and
thing is
so
headed. Right
I'm actually doing some cooking.
in that 12
Okay, so hold on. I'm just going to rewind the whole thing.
I don't know. But
I missed it, Mark. Yeah.
on that next. All right, go
Okay.
on this
Well, let's rewatch it. Okay.
Ian and Mike and Tom on what
Here we
could be
go.
another big day of change in Cleveland.
Change. Oh.
What's happening in Dallas? And as I said earlier when we had James Slater on Live at the Star, all I think anyone wants here is clarity. Jason
Thank
Garrett
you.
included. We're told Garrett meeting again with
Again.
owner Jerry Jones
Freaking
and his
ridiculous.
son, VP Stephen Jones. Let's get there live. James Slater outside on New Year's Day, waiting for some kind of news. James,
Nothing changes.
Andrew, I want both clarity today, but better Wi-Fi and cell service. I'm like a lot of the fans today. I'm just refreshing, and when my phone is freezing up, I'm freaking out. As you can tell, we are not inside the building today. We are outside of it, but Jason Garrett is inside there. Now, I have not been able to confirm if he is in fact in that 12 o'clock meeting that we were told is going to happen with the Jones family. But I can confirm that he's in the building. He walked in around 9:45 this morning. He had a binder under his shoulder. I was told that he walked around to the staffers. He hugged them. He said that he wanted their contact
Thank you, people, Zach
information so he could stay in touch with them. Yesterday, we told you about the team meeting where it was characterized as one where he said goodbye without actually saying it. So it certainly feels like he knows the direction this thing is
Fire.
headed.
That's what I need. I need fire for one of my avatars. I mean,
hasn't been made and may not be made
damn, I
until the
look
end of the
good.
week. So your guess at home
Oh, really?
is about as good as ours right now. It seems
I'm
like
Mark
the only
Holmes.
people
Okay.
that know
Don't
what
start no
Jason
shit.
Garrett is Stephen and Jerry Jones.
Fire.
And perhaps they used that meeting yesterday to continue to marinate on the pros and cons of keeping Garrett in Dallas. You've got to hope that there's going to be
Oh, we
some
better not be
solution to the
marinating no
fact that
shit.
some of these coaching vacancies are already getting filled up. We're already seeing a list of candidates line up for that Giants job, one that Jason Garrett, as Ian Rappaport had reported, would be someone that they would be interested in. It would certainly be an intriguing fit, but instead he's spending his days this week, including Black Monday, going ahead and doing exit interviews of his current players, continuing his coaching duties here in Dallas.
That's what makes no sense.
The best way I can explain this is you've got to consider the relationship
Hold on,
between
hold your ear.
Jason Garrett. Previously in the Super Bowl parties, sitting at tables with Charlotte Jones Anderson and the Jones family.
I can confirm that, but I can tell you right now, he wasn't there last year. That was the first year.
They consider him part of the family, so I know this isn't an easy decision to them. I liken this very much to how hard it was for them to say goodbye to guys like Tony Romo and Des Bryant. But yeah, I mean, no new news yet for you guys. We'll continue to stay out here, and again, I'm going to continue to hope that my cell service doesn't drop on me and we miss this one. So I'll stay on top of it.
Love the code, James Slater on New Year's Eve outside, not waiting for a ball to drop or anything like that. Looks like it's not Times Square there, but waiting for some kind of news from the building behind you, the fate of Jason Garrett, one way or the other.
One way or another.
Thank you,
I'm gonna find you.
in Dallas.
I'm gonna
Meantime,
get you,
in Washington, we do
one
know what's
way
going on.
or another.
It's Ron Rivera. Super Bowl 50, and he gets a 5-year contract. 5 years to take over the Washington
5
Redskins,
years.
to take over from Jay Gruden, who was fired back in October. Ian Rappaport back with me. Charlie Passerly as well. Hello once again, gentlemen. Ian, this one came together as we expected, and it's been in the works now for a while because Rivera had time to figure this out as he was fired a while ago.
It's crazy to say this, but the Washington Redskins and owner Dan Snyder really wrote a textbook here with how to do a coaching search when you fire.
Oh Lord! Now we got the Redskins know how to do a coaching search. Oh Lord!
He laid the groundwork for this deal that Ron Rivera had essentially agreed to before he even took the flight to Washington. This is one that was clearly high up in Ron Rivera's estimation, a job he wanted, one the Redskins clearly sold him on, although they didn't actually interview him officially or anything before.
Now we get the Redskins putting on a coaching clinic on how to find a coach.
Hey Charlie, why do you think this is
Wentz has a ring though. Okay.
Gives Ron Rivera the path to
Wentz is wearing another man's ring.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put it out there like
Ask
that.
for it by name. Collagen compression wheels. It looks like football weather this morning.
This is NFL Game Day highlights. Let's get it going.
We got you covered from morning to night. NFL Game Day, only on NFL Network.
Here come the playoffs. 12 teams.
Oh, playoffs?
Down to 1.
You're talking about playoffs?
You're all over. One network. All postseason.
Time's running out on the final days to get a great deal at Toyota. There, now you have a little more time.
Right now, go with the rugged Tacoma.
I feel like the Joneses are just
Toyota.
toying with us.
Let's go places.
they're just playing with our emotions, you know? We all want Jason Garrett fine. Garrett is blaming Dak. Dallas don't know about playoffs. It's just like Jones. Look, we're here for you. Why y'all playing with our emotions like this?
Sundown vitamins are all non-GMO, made with naturally sourced colors and flavors, and are gluten and dairy free. They're all clean all the time. Even if sometimes we're not. Sundown vitamins, all clean all the time.
I just don't understand why they keep playing with our emotions like this, man. If the Eagles reach the Super Bowl, oh yeah, I'm gonna be done too. I'm gonna go in hiding. I'm gonna go in witness protection program.
Let's go places. Today at Chime.com.
I need to go out to the stove. I gotta go to Staples.
Playoffs are set. Wild card weekend Saturday. The playoffs begin.
I pushed the easy button today, guys. So here's what we've done. We have channel memberships now, right? And so we have like 48 members that have joined, and I appreciate each and every one of them. And what I'm doing is I'm sending out shot glasses to everybody who is now a channel member, so that way we can drink in the off season together and console each other, because the Cowboys make you drink. And they're in little boxes that I mail them, and it's hard writing all the stuff on there. So I got a stamp made that's my return address and Jobu's image on there, so that way I can just go stamp and make it easy.
First game wild card weekend. The question is, James,
all good things must come to an end, and eventually, man, just keep living. Wins fragile as a China doll.
In Houston, and it's very important considering this team as a total defense is the worst total defense.
Well,
still playing football in the NFL.
Signed Dak, franchise Cooper, signed Byron. I'm not sure about Byron Jones. L4G, what's up, man? Thank you for the super chat. Urban Meyer visiting the Browns, and Rivera hired in Washington.
The number of snaps he takes, that's still up in the air. Watt doesn't believe.
How do you join?
But we do know, remember,
On the homepage, right by the subscribe button, there should be like a blue join button.
He's been doing agility drills for some time. He believes his legs are there. He also believes the strength in that side of his.
Yeah, there's a troll named Mark Holmes. Is he? I haven't seen the comments. There have been several Mark Holmeses in there. It's probably an Eagle fan.
Some individual drills he went through, and then at the end of the week started participating in some of the team.
Eagles.
They're going to find out how much
The weather? Jeez, it was 65 degrees yesterday. It's freaking warm out. I'm in my garage right now without the heat on.
J.J. Watt to play in this game, so they are preparing for Watt.
We got a revenge for the Rams, and I was okay with that. Jerry's full of BS. Tom Coughlin? No.
They need some help in the postseason.
With every analysis of the Texans' fortunes, or
I'm Mark Holmes, and I'm becoming a Redskin.
The playoffs.
Okay.
It's always when Will Fuller is healthy, except he rarely is healthy.
Jerry, that I actually think you're right on that. Rex Ryan? No, not Rex Ryan. No. So, Blaine, why do you say Dak needs to go? Give me reasons why we'll do better with somebody else. How about that one?
I'm in here talking to you, Andrew.
Give me those reasons. You got the plot for the podium right now.
His groin in week 16 didn't play last week. Remember, they didn't play a lot of guys, but they believe he is progressing in the right direction. And there's a great
seriously though, dude. You said Dak needs to go. Okay. What's your solution if you get rid of Dak Prescott? That's all I want to know. I always hear, well, oh, Dak's a bum, get rid of him. Okay, you get rid of him. Who's playing? Who's your quarterback? What are you going to do to replace him? That's my question. Signed Brett Favre. Okay. Cooper Rush? Come on, man.
Cut that number pretty much.
Bring back Troy. Okay.
Bill's team is against the deep ball, perhaps the best team in the NFL against the deep ball. So having Will Fuller,
I'm an Eagle fan, but I like Dak. Right. Quincy Carter is the quarterback. Oh, jeez. No, I just love it when people say, get rid of him. Okay, what's the plan then? You can't just get rid of everybody and think that you're going to just fill it in with an all-pro. Just tell me, what is your answer? Eli Manning. Trade for Jamal Adams. Not just going to cost you a player and a #1 draft pick.
He has a very specific set of skills. He takes the top off the defense unlike any other, except maybe Will Fuller.
Colin Kaepernick. Okay. So a guy who hasn't played in like 3 years. Okay.
Thank you, James Palmer. There,
sure.
The Texans as they get ready for the Bills in the playoff opener.
Trade for a pick. Okay, so let me make sure I get this straight. The only thing you can think of is trade for a pick. You're going to trade a quarterback for a pick. You realize that if you want to try and get like Tua, you got to get up to about 5th, and that's going to take you about 3 or 4 picks. Okay. And so now you don't have a quarterback. You got the worst special teams in football, and your defense does not have a run stopper. So you won't be able to score points. Okay.
He loves him some Ryan Tannehill, and this actually goes back to his days in Miami. In fact, kind of going over some of the press.
Fake Mark Holmes can't put a nail in a 1x6. Damn.
With the arm, but with his feet as well. I do remember there was.
I just love it that all the problems we have, everybody equates it all down to the quarterback.
They just focus entirely on Ryan Tannehill. That's how concerned he was.
I can't figure these people out.
Now he's elevated his passing attack. He's been.
Cam Newton needs to go to modeling. What's my New Year's resolution? To get back on keto and get rid of this weight I put back on.
Let's be honest.
That's the main thing. That and work hard on my YouTube channel so I can take it to another level. Get back to building affordable housing for people. Everybody needs to have a great place to live.
Talk about it because he said they actually skip over a lot of red zone opportunities. To say skip over because
Ron Rivera will take the best quarterback in Washington.
The league in yards per attempt this year.
If only I bent the knee. Yeah, okay. You are crazy if you think that if I got down on my knees and begged Cole Pizzle that the Cowboys would have made the playoffs. Get out of here, man. Work out with your son. Resign Robert Quinn. RG3, Dallas coaches, they might draft a QB.
Because he does not want to see the big play.
Jerry Joe's ready for a bus to the home. Oh, damn. Oh, wow. Happy New Year's, Mark. Thank you very much. I appreciate Andrew.
With the Titans, I don't either. It is that season around the NFL.
No, he's now the head coach, and now he's actually looking for assistants. Jack Del Rio is rumored to be becoming his defensive coordinator.
It might be a final.
Riff Reaper, thank you. Bruce is hinting that we can win without Winston. Oh my God, Rip, dude, that was crazy what he said yesterday. I mean, I know he's 30 touchdown passes and 30 interceptions, but Bruce Arians was asked, can you win without Jameis Winston? He's like, if I can win with him, I can sure win without him. I was like, damn, you throwing shade at your quarterback? Garrett needs to be gone ASAP. Yeah, Garrett needs to be gone yesterday. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. The trash talk and all, we can go the best, okay. You bet North Turner will be our new coach. 30 for 30, yes. ESPN, I mean Winston, right? He's 30 for 30. John's going to be the coach, GM, owner. Wait, he's ready. Urban Meyer's visiting the Browns again. Yes, Urban Meyers wasn't the guy then. That's crazy. Garrett for Walmart Employee of the Year. Oh, damn. Is Jason gone yet? No. Bill Collar for the Cowboys. No. Okay. No. Just saying general. No, there's no news. Browns all over coaches. Winston is, oh my God, how are you? Wow. Winston had 19 more interceptions than Dak. 19 more.
Forge of Empires. Play now.
DT, we need, listen, if it's me, this is going to be a defense-heavy draft, okay? We need a playmaking safety, and I'm still mad that we took Tristan Hill now. Tristan Hill, I thought, had potential, but maybe he gets himself together this year and somebody puts a foot in his ass. But we need a beast on that defensive line. We need a guy in the middle. Eric Bieniemy supposedly is going to be, Cleveland's talking to him, or rumored to be talking to him, as well as Meyer. You know, everybody is looking around trying to find it. Excuse me. It's looking around for coaches except for the Cowboys. Excuse me. I got a cold coming.
Call us for a free consultation today.
For your free consultation, call 800-927-8773. That's 800-927-8773.
Collab with Brunson? I was actually going to do that until he went in with that stupid ass, rant. I talked to him about, his Eagles. I don't do personal attacks. And if that's what him and his minions are, that's cool. Go ahead. That's fine. Yeah, we had all those safeties that were sitting right there. But, I like defensive line. Don't get me wrong. But Tristan Hill, when you looked at his college tape, he had a great motor. Now, he had problems with the coaches and things like that, but they said, we got that taken care of. We got him to sign an agreement with us. Yeah.
Those guys know exactly what they're talking about. Fun is lit, and all talking about the current things that's going on.
This is an MVP.
Does Jarwin start next year? He should.
Every time I watch the show, though, it's always a good laugh. Spend time with you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what. You go bend the knee, fool.
They might be the team no one wants to play. I've never seen anything like
I went up. I said he was talking about Cowboys history. That our history started with Troy Aikman. But breaking news. What's breaking news?
154 days, gentlemen. That's how long John Dorsey lasted as general manager.
Browns fired their general manager. Who cares about the Browns? I don't care about no Browns. So I went out. I talked about his Eagles, and instead of talking about my Cowboys, because he couldn't come up with stuff talking about my Cowboys, he decided to make it personal and do all the stupid memes and shit like that. So you know what? I'm done. The funny thing is I was trying to get that stuff started because he's actually not far from me. Meeting is finished. He is not far from me, so I was gonna say, Brunson, why don't we come over and watch the game together and everything else? But after that, I was like, nah, you know what? Dak equals Tony Romo. He's being Tony Romo. You can look at that right now because Tony Romo was definitely let down by this coaching staff. All right, so the meeting is over, somebody said, an hour and a half later.
Here we go again. It's organizational restructure after organizational restructure. The business.
Dak needs a new contract ASAP, no franchise tag. I agree with you on that one. They pass on guys because of Marcellus is under. Okay. Garrett watch. Jet D. I know we're up to, if we get 2 more members, I can get up to 12 emojis. I'm on 11 right now. I'm not actually in Dallas. That got screwed. Garrett signed a 5-year contract extension. Okay, yeah, all right. Haha, funny.
So once Freddie Kitchens was gone, you had the sense that there could be some kind of
He's being a drama brief. Meeting just ended. Thank you, Emily. Emily? Okay. Have we seen anybody is the bigger question. Sorry, guys. Cowboy sucks. Jerry's not going to let Garrett go into it. Nice.
From the Browns, I should say, officially. But John Dorsey is
I need to get shut. I'm going to fresh one. Okay. I'm going to go because I got to go back to Staples. The meeting just ended, so we're waiting. Jason Witten as head coach for the 2020 season. Post the information.
So you're out, and let's try.
Can we move on from the Browns?
Tom, how do I say this? Who's going to want this job?
True, Jeremy, but it's just time for somebody else. It's just time for somebody else to get on there. 10 years of talking about Jason Garrett and seeing that nothing changes.
Well, I don't know. You going to be here next year?
Hope he's watching. I am watching NFL Network.
And you can ask Joe Banner or Michael Lombardi or Ray Farmer.
I'm going to be sick. Jason stays.
Other former Browns executives, how firmly they felt as if the ownership had been behind them.
Mark is more sensitive than Trump.
One of those tenures ended the same way.
What?
With a firing far sooner than anybody could have expected.
I'm in Virginia, and I go to Dallas. I go to New York. I've been to Philly.
Your top spot in the football operation was your top spot in the coaching staff are vacant at the same time. You need to figure out how you're going to get two people.
Actually, we'd be better off if Dak wasn't throwing for 4,500. I mean, he threw for 49. Because they don't have a life. Bateman, because they don't have a life. You're actually better off. Think about this. 2014, Tony Romo only threw for 3,600 yards. And we ended up having 1,800 yards from DeMarco Murray. We were a more balanced offense, and we kept people guessing. That's where you look at it and say, okay, this is a winning formula. When you're too run heavy or too pass heavy, you're not successful. They cut Dak, I'm done. Oh, that's the troll, okay. You think Jerry's afraid of having a black coach? No, he's kind of got a de facto black GM. He's got a black quarterback.
Still, at this point, the Haslams and the Browns organization do not have the vision of how they want to attempt to compete to win football games in the NFL.
And it all goes back.
We're not firing Jason Garrett, Mark. I'm sorry.
Because there were players that seemingly should have
been
like Rashard Higgins this year, or David and Jobu.
Yeah, that's enough of that one.
December, that couldn't get on the field. And, okay, but it did lead to plenty of questions, Ian. This is fair to say. Who's deciding things here, and who is in charge? And until you can have
enough of that.
You're going to be stuck in neutral.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we got a great example, and Mike explained it pretty well.
I don't know why I didn't do this before.
The way the coaching search is going, there have been requests coming in, it seems, from both sides of this building. With one side, the sort of traditional scouting department putting in some requests, the analytics group putting in others, and they're...
Oh, I'm sure Lord Brunson said he would do a collaboration with me just to have to get there because both are in. I'm sure he would.
Go more of the analytics sort of driven approach with Paul DePodesta.
They had made a decision on Jason Garrett.
Garrett now. At least then they will be on the same page with the direction of the franchise. Not sure it's going to work because of, I don't know, the last decade or so, but at least then they will be on the same page.
All right, let's get back to that Andrew Berry thing. Aditi Kabwala, our colleague, tweeted that name as well. Andrew Berry was there under, like 18 administrations ago under Sashi Brown. He is now...
Seriously, what is the deal at this point? Yeah, for real. Zeke needs to lose a few pounds. By Garrett. Don't know how to be a boss. He just takes over like family business. It doesn't work. Hey, you're right about that.
I'll answer that. Andrew Berry is interesting to me.
Garrett will stay because he's good for ratings. No, I tell you what, winning the Cowboys, kicking everybody's ass would be good for ratings.
Can also be your personnel. So he's one of the more well-rounded guys
You're good.
in the league right now. So maybe that's what the Browns need.
Jerry knows Garrett. It's Garrett or his brand.
The sides of the building together. That would be my way too early prediction for the way that the Browns want to go.
Jerry Jones is like a godfather, yeah.
But they would have to give him final say over personnel to get him away from the Eagles without the Eagles blocking.
Peterson doesn't do those decisions. Chris Richard should be a head coach. He's interviewing on Thursday for the Giants. I don't know if that'll end up being there, but also they have Mike McCarthy on Saturday.
Would have been the choice of many folks inside that building.
Hater, you know, it's amazing. It's amazing how all of the Eagle fans just love hanging out here.
A lot of people in that building want to go after. If you're Josh McCown,
field goal, okay.
You walked away from the Indianapolis Colts because you just
Chris Richard shouldn't be a head coach. Well, if you don't think Chris Richard should be a head coach, then you should look at Kyle Shanahan and say he shouldn't be one either after being the offensive coordinator for the Redskins, as well as Sean McVay, because, again, they didn't do anything as assistants. They've done pretty good as head coaches.
Assistant coaches on the current staff were saying,
Javier, I have to agree with you on that, too. I hate seeing what Jerry Joe. You know, this whole thing is ridiculous. Because your setting is better? Okay. I'm one of your favorite YouTubers. Isn't there something wrong with that? That I'm a Cowboys YouTuber and you're an Eagle fan, but yet I'm your... I take it as a compliment, I guess. What's up, brother? How are you? Mark Holmes, the best. Okay. DJ Mel. We should protest the star if Garrett stays. You've been here for 3 years. I know you have been, Philly. You have been. You know, you're actually one of the ones that actually comes around, win, lose, or draw, and I appreciate that.
Exactly. And listen.
Who are we hiring? We don't even know if we're firing anybody. So how are you talking about hiring somebody when we still... Oh. I was actually, you know, I was disappointed in Cole Piss. Cole Piss talking all that stuff. Bend the knee, Mark Holmes, bend the knee. And then that fool doesn't even live stream during the game. Talk about being a punk ass.
That have been made. But when you keep making,
I didn't say they signed her. I said he was going there to be interviewed.
the door's gonna stay open.
I think
Everyone just laughed.
Michael
And unfortunately,
Sinclair, thank you very much.
here we are again. Thank
Coaches
you.
are getting picked up and we wait. I know. That's what we always do, man. We like to give everybody else the first advantage.
And analyze this from our guys who have been in front offices in the past. Mark Ross.
I'm just, wait, Mark. Transaction tag Dak. Okay. Eagles will play on Sunday. Remember the time the Cowboys beat the Eagles? Yeah.
We're calling it a neutral party.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Mhm.
And here we are again.
I think everyone was shocked.
What's the smell? Crap. Okay. Eagles fans, you defend against your okay. I'm just curious though, Eagle fans. Why are you got all offseason to joke about the Cowboys? Why aren't you guys out there pounding your chest about being in the playoffs and getting ready for the Seahawks? You know, why aren't y'all trolling some of the Seahawks people? That's what I'm trying to understand.
You can have strong personalities on the coaching side, the personnel side, and
Philly 500. Look, even Philly 500, he's text messaging me. Now, he's talking about me stalking him. He sent me about 7 text messages just the time that I've been on here. Eagles are winning Sunday. Get ready. I guess Jason Garrett is. I thought I got rid of you, man. Damn.
So we all followed his vision. A lot of success at both places. So you can have strong personalities.
Wait until the Eagles get eliminated. Josh Mettlenberger, thank you very much for the super chat. Tony Romer for defensive court.
Yeah, quickly, Tom Pelissero, I think.
Okay.
Had watched this better. If he had a better head coach, he would have won more games. Okay, that's keeping it.
Hope Seahawks win on Sunday.
That's the KISS theory on that one. Now,
What if we got Mike McCarthy? McCarthy is interviewing with Giants. We trolling everybody, Mark. Not just the Eagle. Okay.
And Joe Judge, bright young guy, Judge McDaniels, we know can certainly call plays.
Bateman, it's possible. Anything can happen. I mean, I have to give you guys credit because, I mean, you did beat everybody in the NFC East going down the stretch. You know, you got enough done with all the bodies that were hurt.
They're looking at the structures of the organization, and now we're going to say, what are they doing right? And that's what we're going to try to do.
America's team is still dominating.
This time, in other words, the head coach.
Not really.
He hires the personnel guy. We have one vision.
New coach needs to have special teams better. How about that? How about that? How about we learn how to kick field goals and be able to run footballs back? And how about we learn how to stop a guy running up the middle, too?
We're going to try to marry that situation there. Something to watch. We'll see. Anyway.
Charlie. When every Browns fan is saying,
Can we get past the doo-doo Browns
What's that?
and find out something on the Cowboys?
That's what they're saying.
Hey, okay, I had Kyle Shanahan, so good enough now. Now we got to find it.
How about Jim Harbaugh?
We had him. Browns, hey, you're a great fan. You guys got to.
I didn't time anybody out, other than that fake Mark Holmes. Now, there's, I don't know what you may have been timed out for. We don't do personal attacks in here. Jason Garrett named head cheerleader. Breaking news. Media attention.
And that person has to be the major voice and the major decision maker.
I don't think Jim and Jerry can coexist.
If not, we're going to be going through the same situation next year where a coach that doesn't get along with his philosophy is going to be upset and that guy might be out the door again. Yep. So everyone has to follow that one person's lead, for better or for worse, whoever that person is.
Yep, and for the record,
the tape of this program, we can use it next year.
You timed me out no pogo ago, Mark Holmes. Philadelphia. I did not time you out. One of my moderators may have. No, actually, I'm not too much into basketball. Ravens. Eagles will repeat division champs next year. What about Tom Cable?
Mark Ross, thank you. Charlie Hassler.
Garrett is a media talking point. Mike Ditka. Oh, my God. Mike Ditka can't even stay on set without farting anymore. I think I'm going to be going. I think we might actually do a tailgate at the Giants Cowboys game, depending on what time of year it is.
Tonight on NFL Total Access.
What do I want? Dragon. It really is. I mean, how long does it take to go ahead and say thanks? We appreciate it. Here's your last paycheck. We're going to move on. I mean, this is just some craziness.
The 15 finalists are revealed.
Tom Brady. Oh my God.
The Gold Jacket finalists. Thursday.
Tom Brady isn't Tom Brady anymore, guys.
Rock and wreck.
Please, I want to meet you, my friend.
We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
My schedule for next year. Hey, Mark, the schedule for next year. We play the Ravens. We're going to be doing tailgate there.
With any free toppings. Sometimes large foldable Brooklyn style crust.
Brady is. That's where everybody. See, people get stuck in their heads about what players used to do, and they think that that's where they're still going to be. That's not the case. Players get old, and thinking that Tom Brady is the same guy that was 5 years ago. No news yet, man. I'm going to probably go for a few more minutes here, and then I got to go to the store because I got a company coming over. Actually, hold that thought. I'll be right back. I need to check on something.
But skills tests for sure. Try skills tests free when you post your job at Indeed.com/brand.
Stand up if you are first generation college student. Stand up if you're a mother. If you are actively deployed, a veteran, or you're in a military family, please stand. The world in which we live equally distributes talent, but it doesn't equally distribute opportunity, and paths are not always the same. I will tell you this, Southern New Hampshire University can change the whole trajectory of your life.
For years, we weren't getting enough sleep, so we wanted the little sleep we were getting to be the best sleep possible.
Friends were raving about their Boll & Branch sheets, so we looked them up. Not only do they have thousands of 5-star reviews, they are loved by 3 U.S. presidents. Now we know why. They're the softest.
I'm back. I got some spinach artichoke dip in.
Helps us sleep easy. Until the kids wake us up.
No news yet.
Your first set of sheets at BollandBranch.com.
I think Chris Richard may be the Rooney Rule interview.
I want a relationship that feels the same. That's why I trust you.
Remember that Thanksgiving game I won? Yeah, okay.
Singles like eHarmony. That's why every 14 minutes someone finds love.
This is ridiculous. Sup?
I'm really into this car. How do I know if I'm getting a good deal? I tell TrueCar by Zip.
The family attends the coaches' meetings, though.
Shows the range of prices people in my area actually paid for the same car, so I know if I'm getting.
Oh, there's no way in the world the Cowboys would just say bye and let him walk. Sorry. Having a guy, you're crazy. You think that's gonna happen? Oh, you got somebody at the door. Hold up. Actually, I'm gonna probably hold on.
1 year ago today, the Browns were 7-8-1. They had almost beaten the Ravens the day before. 7-8-1. They had been in the playoffs up to week 16, at least in the conversation, that is. Optimism sky high. 1 year later, John Dorsey is out. Not only looking for a new head coach in Cleveland, looking for a new general manager. They have agreed to mutually part ways. The team says they were looking to redefine his role, i.e.,
false alarm.
Dorsey said,
False alarm. Nobody.
Let's tell you what we know in New York, however.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Jobu's
the Giants general manager had a 30-minute press conference earlier.
You need to fire Jerry Jones. Jones is planning on resigning Garrett to 3. No.
There are many reasons why the New York Football Giants are in the current state.
I'll tell you what. I'm actually done in here. I'm going to go in at my computer and see what I see. And find out what the dogs are going crazy about. Hey! Chill, guys.